What is GST?
What is GST? You are asking the question, the silliest questions. The GST is the two things we find, that is the good and simple tax and goods and service tax.
Then what is good and simple tax and what is goods and service tax?
After 2017, the government take a GST council that held in 2017. And this is the day, then we have to decide that instead of goods and service tax, we can say use a new term by good and simple tax, because it is the indirect tax system in Indian economy, and that is the best versions of the NDA government.
What are the features of it?
What is the features? They are having several number of features, but you have written here the types of GST.
Yeah, actually, that I want to know the types also.
You want to know types?
Yes, sir.
There are what? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 types of GST is written. One is the 4 types of GST, but here the full form of GST is known as the good and service tax. But you will ask me, sir, if there is a word that is lagging behind, what is the difference between good and goods? Good means it is a word of what? Smooth, and goods means it is the word of what?
Things.
The materials, the things, the elements. And the central GST, that is the taken by the central government, and state union territory GST taken by the union territories government. Union territory, who is the head of the union territory? You might say the word lieutenant governor is the head of the union territory, and IGST, integrated GST.
What is integrated GST?
Yes, I am expected you from that question. Integrated GST means the two state having share their GST compensation and give what, 0.5% to the center, 50% to the center, and they will take 50% by their ratios, 2:3 ratio. If the respective state has produced the goods and the respective states are selling the goods. If the goods are produced in Odisha and sell in Andhra Pradesh, then Odisha will take the 30% of GST, whereas Andhra Pradesh will take the 20% of GST, and the central government will take the 50% of GST. Any doubts regarding the GST? Here is the intra-state and intra-state, intra-union territory and transactions. So what do you mean by the intra? Do you have any ideas?
Sorry, I don't have any idea. Can you please explain it to me?
So intra means the transactions happens between two states, between two state and union territories, state and states, and there is a interstate transactions within the state, within the boundary of the state. There should be the transactions, and in interstate that is divided into two parts. You have to read out.
SGST and UTGST.
You know the full form of SGST?
Yeah.
Tell me.
SGST means state GST.
State GST and UTGST means Union Territory
GST.
So in intra-state transaction we find what? CGST and
UTGST.
SGST and UTGST, and also the collected by the central government of CGST, and the state government and the union territories collected the SGST and UTGST. Are you having clear?
Yes.
Because they have the taken, and there is the one word IGST, integrated GST, means the state will take an interstate, means two state will sharing their GST profit or GST tax. Any ideas? I am asking you a question. Please tell me why imposing of the good and service taxes, the name of the GST, imposing of the goods, not imposing to the personal tax. Why it is not giving to the income tax?
Actually, if I will tell, I'm not clear about it. So I want to ask you, can you please clear it to me?
Yes, the way we want to the personal tax, or we can say the income tax. The personal tax imposing the persons, and the GST especially is known as the indirect tax and imposing upon the goods. Good?
Yes.